Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you have not already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, as you can see, I've just finished this. It's what we call a big soup. So a vegetable and pasta soup, not minestrone, but you know, kind of, you know what I mean, tomatoes, vegetables, pasta. I've got some beans in there. You can throw anything you like into this one. It's very hearty. Really delicious. Loads of garlic. Really simple to make. Let's go and do it. Let's take a look at some ingredients that we're going to be using for this soup today. At the back I've got some celery. I've got a can or a tin of tomatoes here. Some fresh tomatoes. I've got some fresh parsley. Some chopped potatoes. Chopped garlic. Quite a lot of that. Some onions. I've got some bell peppers here, or sweet peppers or capsicums. I've got some carrots. I've got some butter beans. These are already cooked. I'm using a can for this. Just washed them nicely. Use any bean you like. And then I've got some pasta, as you can see, with some dried pasta we're going to throw in. Now, this soup, anything goes really. So whatever you've got, get it in there. It's just a really sort of hearty, nice soup really. We're going to start this off with a little bit of oil, salt, pepper. Maybe I'll throw in a little bit of dried oregano or oregano, or some Italian spices. You could put a little pinch of chili in if you like. I might do that. Really easy. Let's go and do it. Okay, so large pot. You're going to need a lid for this as well. I've got a touch of oil in there. You can start this off with whichever oil you like. I'm using sunflower oil. We'll start off with our onions. I'm going to go in with all that lovely chopped garlic. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. And I'm going to put in here some dried oregano. You could use any kind of Italian-y type spice. I mean, sort of a kind of minestrone. I'm not going to call it a minestrone, but it's just a nice big hearty soup. Now let's start getting in our hard vegetables, the ones that's going to take a long time to cook. So they would be, in this case, our carrots and that celery. So what we're going to do, on a kind of medium or just above a medium heat, we're just going to kind of throw these around in the pan for about 3 or 4 minutes just to get them started. Okay, next up, the next vegetable will be my potatoes. Now you can add some mushrooms to this, some beets, you know, parsnips, zucchini. This goes on and on. You can just throw, like I say, anything you like into this. Again, let that go for about 2 to 3 minutes on this medium to high heat. Just get it started, get some of that onion and garlic flavours into our vegetables. There we are. So we're building this soup as we go along in order of the hardness, or you know, the time it takes to cook these vegetables. I'm going to go now in with those bell peppers and the fresh tomatoes. And again, let's cook this for 3 to 4 minutes. Get those tomatoes nice and soft. There we go. As we build this soup, I mean, it's more like a stew at the moment. Like I said, this is going to be a big boy, this one. This is not a thin little soup. Very hearty indeed. We can now add, I'm putting butter beans in, but you could, you know, put another bean in, red kidney beans or some lentils. Entirely up to you which way you go. Again, a few olives. Let's get them in there. It's all that kind of Mediterranean flavours we're looking for. Then a can of tomatoes. I'm just going to really kind of roughly break them. I don't mind them kind of being like that. Chop them all if you want. Now I'm going to put in some water. Now if you want, you could put in some vegetable stock or chicken stock if you want. I'm keeping this completely vegetable, so I'm just going with water. That's like a pint of water there. Maybe some bay leaves in this would be quite nice as well. Give that a go if you want. Right, we're going to bring this to the boil, and then once it boils we're going to turn the heat down so it's on a little rolling boil, and we're just going to do that for just 4 to 5 minutes only, because we're going to need to put some more liquid in there for sure. I've got some pasta. I'm using this rigatoni today. You can use any pasta, so we certainly need a lot of liquid for that. That's going to, you know, really fill it out. So bring to the boil, rolling boil, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Job done. Lid on. Let's jump in and take a look now. It's coming on really nicely. What I'm going to do now is add more water. So another pint there now. That was cold water. Just check the temperature of that. Yeah. That's still very hot. Now, drop in your pasta. So again, on this rolling type medium heat, I reckon about, 4 or 5 minutes. What we want now is our pasta to be cooked, and look for your hardest vegetable. My one being carrots, I presume. The carrots and the celery. If they're cooked, everything else is obviously cooked. So just get it how you want. If you want it really, really soft, cook it a long time. If you want a little crunch, turn it off a little bit early. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Keep your eye on it. Give it a little stir every now and then. Okay, off goes the heat for me. Let's take a look. Beautiful. That's come together really nicely. Really happy with that. Check that out for salt, guys. If you want, like I said, I'm keeping this vegetarian and vegan, but a bit of Parmesan cheese in there would be nice. Nice dollop of pesto, something like that. Go where you like. Right, now for me, loads and loads of a fresh parsley. A fresh herb of some sort is just wonderful, pretty much in everything, isn't it, really? So I'm using a flat leafed parsley. Fresh basil or basil would be really good, something like that. But this is a really hearty, wonderful, simple soup. Good for you, veggie, vegan, quite cheap to make. Like I say, you can throw anything you like in there. That's it, guys. Hope that's helped. I had a few emails about this. Please subscribe to our channel. Give us a little thumbs up. Give us some little comments that you like. Check out the Facebook and all the other social media stuff. That's it from me. See you later. Lots of love.